What's going on, guys? You know, one of the most fun things we do here around Screen Junkies is movie fights. That's the show where we debate the burning questions that drive fans insane. But you know what's even crazier than movie fights? Drunk movie fights. That's where we add whiskey, bourbon, vodka, beer, and in Andy Signore's case, Mike's Hard Lemonade into the equation. Today, we're gonna go behind the scenes. We're gonna pull back the curtain and show you what happens once the booze starts flowing and the fighters start fighting. Get ready to catch a little buzz. Check it out.
How's it going? My name's Max. I am the producer of Movie Fights. Right now it is an hour before showtime. Basically, we're making sure the script's done. I'm making all the graphics, making sure we have the speed round questions. You'd think that would be done, you know, far in advance, but no, it comes down to the wire. Obviously, Movie Fights is totally made up, but there is a script. It's a Word document. Check it out. This is probably not very exciting, but this is what I do behind the scenes. A lot of Word documents, a lot of Photoshop. It's not all glitz and glamour.
Hey, I'm Lon. I'm a writer and researcher here at Movie Fights. A couple days before the show is when I really get started with my work, which is just coming up with questions that we should be debating. I mean, the ultimate sort of debates of the week. A lot of it is based around the news or what's opening that weekend in theater, so I can start on it early in the week. I'll start working on Speed Round on Wednesday, but we really don't finalize them until a few hours before Movie Fights. Still, sometimes like a half an hour. It really comes down to the wire.
Yeah, so I'm actually producing the behind the scenes of Movie Fights as well. So this is like producing myself. I think it's like producing Inception. Producing? It's Produception.
But also, we should note, it's like 50 minutes before Movie Fights right now, and you're producing the behind the scenes of Movie Fights.
I've had at least 5 cups of coffee today. I'm so tired.
Oh, hey guys, just taking care of some important business in there. So, let's go check out the actual movie fight set. Wow, drunk movie fights. We've got Andy Signore, Ken Knapsack, Alicia Malone, and Dan Merle hosting.
Cal, come
Hey, bring the camera.
What do you think of this final? This is a championship match. What do you think?
We have 3 fighters who all have different styles. They come at it from, different angles. Andy Signore, some people call him a lightweight. I'm not here to disagree with that.
I drank that way too fast.
Ken Knapsack, one of the most charismatic drunks that you'll ever find. Lovable, likable, maybe the people's champion of drunk movie fights. And then Alicia Malone, a mystery, an enigma. I've never seen Alicia Malone uncomposed.
I love tequila. Whoop, whoop.
I'm standing here with James, who is making drinks for our movie fighters. James, do you have any strategy as far as these drinks? Are you making them heavy? Are you making them light?
Oh, they're so heavy. They're really heavy. And right now, Alicia has had more than everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's now out for the end. So I think I kind of screwed her up. Although I do have to say that everyone except Alicia is 1 ahead, but everyone else has had the exact same amount.
I love tequila.
Alicia Malone loves tequila.
What kind of bartending experience do you have that qualifies you for this job?
Oh, absolutely none.
Thank you. I'm here with Mark Andreyko, movie fighter, former drunk movie fighter, and all-around swell guy. Mark, tell me about your experience with drunk movie fights.
I've done it as both a contestant and as a judge, and this is by far the most fascinating. I feel a little like Jane Goodall watching apes in their natural habitat, hoping they don't maul me.
Cal, shut up. We can hear you on the mics.
All right, I'm following Max Dion's orders.
So if you remember on the drunk fights, we had a quick trick question. So right now I'm putting together, remember this was what is the worst, right? Watch this. Now it's what is the best. See, that's all it is. That's all it takes. Just quick typing, and then I change people's whole fighting experience. And that's the power that I have.
You've all been had because this is a new feature that we have on our show.
No.
It's called a trick question.
I have notes. I'm prepared.
Welcome to my world, Alicia. This is a trick question. So, what you have to do right now is explain to me why the movie you just named is the best film starring Will Smith.
Since this is drunk movie fights and Andy's competing, I will be judging today, which means that he can't know what the speed round questions are. So usually we roll into a show with about 6 speed round questions that are set. We know what order they're going to be in. Because this is drunk movie fights, we decided let's roll in with a couple of extra ones because you want to play the vibe of the room, see who's in the speed round. Because Drunk Movie Fights is movie fights, but more than that, it's supposed to be fun. So we're changing things up a little bit for this episode.
And by the speedrun, it's so chaotic.
It's
you want to have extra ammo, just in case.
So I've narrowed it down to like these 8. Bargain bin, which we decided was
Paul Blart.
Blart 1 and 2 versus Grown-Ups 1 and 2.
That's a nightmare.
I had a man die in my arms in chic shoes in 2013.
Well, unless that was a scene in Paul Blart Mall Cop, that doesn't count, so we're moving on to the next question.
Would you rather become a gremlin or a minion?
I think Andy took down the minions with the blah, 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 blah. I think that was true.
Besides Brad Pitt, who is the hottest male celeb?
Right.
To play off Ken's classic question.
Yep.
Tom Hiddleston! Tom Hiddleston, Dan! Tom Hiddleston checks off a lot of genres of people looking for sex.
All right. Ryan Reynolds, 50 seconds.
I mean, have you seen those abs?
This is also contingent on Ken making it.
Right.
Best movie to put on when you're drinking alone.
That's good for Ken.
Yeah.
That's gonna be super depressing.
Ken, why is Casablanca the best movie to put on when you're drinking?
Dan, I'm a lonely man. Dan, I have no purpose to my life. But you know what would be nice? To have a purpose to take down the Nazis.
Andy, The Rock.
I mean, he got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Ken!
Best intoxicated performance, character, not actor.
Benicio del Toro in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Brad Pitt, True Romance.
Brad Pitt is in True Romance? I can't remember, said the common person. That's right, Brad Pitt in True Romance is forgotten.
And he's just in a couch with a beard going, ah, where you going, ah. It's such an understated, beautiful, nuanced performance.
He reached into the depths of his soul and found a way to make an argument, and that is why I have to give the inaugural Drunk Movie Fights Championship belt to Mr. Ken Napzok.
With a tear in his eye! I am here with the newly crowned Drunk Movie Fights champion, Ken Napzok.
Hal, I've got to pee, so let's make this interview real quick.
Absolutely.
I think it's great. I think I earned it. But I also think Alicia Malone and Andy Signore did a great job. And I'm so honored for this title. I'm going to defend it with much honor.
What do you say to people who say, Andy, you're the head of Screen Junkies. It's unprofessional to get drunk on the YouTube.
I mean, I think you can do that. I think we keep it, you know, at a level that doesn't get there. Have you seen me, Ken? Do you see how ugly and old I am? I have a hot wife. It totally happens. It totally happens. We're not ripping our clothes off saying sex things. Like
That's true. That's true. We are not ripping our clothes off saying sex things. Alicia, you were a big fan favorite coming into this fight, and you did not make it to the speed round. Thoughts, feelings.
I'm happy. I wanted Drunk Ken to win because I thought that he would do the best.
Dan Merle, what was it like judging this Drunk Movie Fights?
It's very difficult. I am the current Movie Fights champion. I had to crown a champion. It was a bit of a different circumstance than usual. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a lot drunk right now. I had to go with who really dipped into the reserve when the time came. Ken was out of it. He was gone. He was away from this fight. And every time it counted, he dug deep into himself and he found the will to make a great argument. Had to give it to Ken Napzok.
Are there going to be more drunk movie fights in the future?
I mean, I think I've had a lot of interest from people who want to fight drunk fights. I think we'll have to do another round, see who's up to the task, and if Mr. Ken Napzok's willing to put that belt up, I think we find the best to go up against him again. I'm down if he is.
How do you prepare for drunk movie fights?
I just get drunk, Hal.
Wow, one drink at a time.
Absolutely.
Oh, a true champion. He earned it. He's the people's champion, and now he's the true Drunk Movie Fights champion. Thank you, Ken Napzok.
Thank you.
Well, that was a good time. Who did you think was the drunkest? And do you have any good Drunk Movie Fights questions for us? Let us know in the comments section below. We want to know, and maybe we'll use your questions. I want to thank you for watching Screen Junkies. I'm Hal Rudnick. Hit me up on Twitter. Bye-bye. Hey guys, did you know that this end card works with your phone now? I know, right? Click the boxes below to watch more Screen Junkies videos, and click the Screen Junkies logo to subscribe and get this show, honest trailers, movie fights, and more.